Hmm. Hmm. Why is this always awkward saying hi again? Hey, hey. And I thought this idea whilst I was in my insomniac sleep slumber, that I should talk about my insecurities whilst drawing a self-portrait. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to draw myself whilst talking about myself. My number one favorite thing to do on this earth is obviously discoursing about diet. Because who else would I talk about if not me? You know what I mean? And if I don't do it, who else is going to do it? So let's do this. I am a bit in a depressive slumber today. So as you can tell by the attire, I swear I never put effort. I never put effort in when I make these videos. I never put effort into my appearance. Like I just don't do it. I looked at myself in the mirror just before recording and I literally look like a ghost. Like I look like there was no soul inside of me. Even though I usually feel like that on a casual Tuesday, I was like, let me just put a little bit of blush on and a little bit of lip stain. By the way, I got a new lip stain, but I don't know. We had I had a little bit of technical difficulties. But anyways, I bought a new lip stain and I just wanted to know, let me know if it looks good. But if it doesn't, don't be rude because I will cry. I don't think I've actually like genuinely drawn myself before in any sort of aspect. So this is going to be exciting. But I thought, yeah, anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Basically, I'm gonna draw myself whilst being severely depressed and talk about my insecurities because I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do something like this. And you know me, loving to do things that nobody has done before for absolutely no unnecessary reason. I don't know why I have literally only these colors. It's gonna have to make do. I might have to make myself darker than I am, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Fun fact, this is a great segue talking about darker. I actually used to be the darkest person in my family, and it actually haunted me for a very long time. Not that it's a bad thing, knowing that now, it's not a bad thing. I don't even need black. Do I need black? I literally used to be like the black sheep of my family, like physical wise, like physical appearance wise. So, I'm also the middle child, so do with that information what you wanna, but it speaks volumes. Yeah. Speaking of skin color, let's talk about the first thing I used to be insecure about, but not anymore. But when I was younger, I used to be very insecure about my skin color because when we used to take family photos, key emphasis on used to, we don't do that shit no more. But when we used to take family photos, I like popped out so much more in comparison to my siblings, and not even in a good way. Not even like, oh my god, like your eyes would first go to me, but not in a way like, oh my god, who is that? As in, who is that? What is that in the middle? Like, what is that on the side? I'm telling you, I literally, now don't take this in any racial context, okay? I don't want this to be like a racist tweet back in 2020 that's gonna be surfaced once I get famous. I used to look roasted. I used to look roasted. I used to literally look burnt and crispy in comparison to the rest of my family. My dad is a little bit darker than my mom, but my mom is very white and she has very old traditional views. She still loves being like white, low key, because her mom has very traditional views and they're very old school and they love being pale. Like they love being pale, but it's like a desirable thing to be pale. I don't know, some sort of internalized racism, internalized colorism. I was never that because I used to have very severe. How the frick do I? What do I start off with? My eyes, my face. I used to have very severe. What didn't I have, and what don't I have is a real question. But I used to have very severe eczema, like very, very bad eczema, and maybe I shouldn't start off with the head shape. Wait, maybe I shouldn't start with the head shape. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know why I made myself look like okay. But I used to have very bad eczema. Like very, very, very bad eczema. I'm talking not your like not that eczema is normal, but not your normal eczema. Like it's a little bit on your arms, a little bit on your hands, like very bad. To the point where I looked like a zombie. I used to get called, are you a It's not fun. Are you a zombie? Have you been burnt in a fire? Like, what happened to you, bro? Why do you look like that? But yeah, I used to stand out very much, and because of that, my skin was very like reddy, very dark. I was already very naturally dark, anyways. Fun fact: I actually cannot look at pictures of myself pre 2000 and I would say pre 2020, maybe like before 2020. Any pictures during 2020, maybe I'll look at them, but anything before 2020, I'm talking high school, I'm talking like primary school, I'm talking anything like that, I can't do it. I physically can't. Like my sister will show me and my eyes will just literally close. I genuinely think it's a trauma response because I I cannot go back to those days. But yeah, a lot of my insecurities root from my childhood because I had eczema and I had very severe skin issues and body dysmorphia because of that. I very much do not like my appearance because of that. It has gotten better now, but one of my main insecurities back then, and honestly still now, is my skin. So let's talk about it. My skin, basically, I have eczema. It's very bad sometimes, but not anymore. It like used to be really bad. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Fuck's sake. It used to be really bad. Now it's not bad, but I still do have it, and I still have scars all over my body from it. And I think these panda eyes are from it too. Like my deep circles that I have are from it. Like these little things over here, these scars here on the side of my mouth, that's from eczema. So I used to be very insecure in high school, which is the worst point in your life to have any sort of like minor issue or problem or like event happen to you in your life. The worst time to have it, the worst period is number one, your 20s, and number two, when you're in high school and you're just a girl. You know, you're just a baby girl. But yeah, I had it then and it was really bad. Like I would have patches here and it was just like raw and it would like peel and it was raw and it would just be maybe like a patch here or it would be oh my god, I remember when it was on my mustache area. Oh my god, it was so bad. Or like my eyes would peel. Or where else did I used to have it? My forehead, bro. My forehead went crazy, bro. And then I would have it all around, all around my neck. I would have it like all around my neck, like around the whole surface of my neck, and it would be lines. So it would look like someone was literally TW, but somebody was literally like slicing me. This isn't funny. This is actually quite sad. Someone was like slicing me all the time. So yeah, I used to deal with that, which is why I was very insecure about my skin. My skin color now, I don't really care about it because obviously, in comparison, I mean, look at me now. I'm much lighter. Not that that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've grown out of it just a little bit more, and I'm not as dark as I used to be, and I don't have that many scars on my face apart from my lip area and my eyes. Um, I don't have much, and the back of my neck, and my arms, and my legs, and sometimes my back, and sometimes my hands. But apart from that, yeah, I don't have it much. But back then, that used to be a very big insecurity of mine. I genuinely cannot look at myself in that era. Um, People think I'm joking. I actually physically cannot because like tears will form in my eyes. I will start to swell up. Like I will like literally want to puke, vomit. It's like going to anaphylactic shock. But I'm just looking at a photo of myself pre 2020, which sounds funny, but I don't think it actually is. But yeah, that's my skin. And the next thing we're going to talk about, this is so bad. I cannot multitask for the life of me. I don't know why the frick I'm doing this because I actually can't multitask. The next thing we're going to talk about is my, okay, so I've done my skin. So am I going to paint the whole thing inside? Right, I should, shouldn't I? I should paint all of her. This looks like I'm a white person. So should I mix a little bit of brown? Okay, I'm going to paint the whole thing and then on top of it, paint everything else. Okay, I do have this very big obsession with Van Gogh. Don't know why. I just love all of his paintings. I love his, not love, but like I'm very interested in all of his paintings and his backstory because I just find it so interesting because he too hated himself, which I think is quite funny how the world works. Imagine hating yourself and then killing yourself or dying because everybody thinks you're crazy and then becoming one of the most infamous artists. It's always too late, isn't it? Everybody's always too late. The world is always too late for everything. Now I'm okay with my skin. Sometimes, do I wish I was a white girl? Sometimes I do wish I was a white girl. I just feel like, I don't know, white women have it easy. I don't know. I think when I was younger, I didn't have that sense of like, I want to be a white girl. I had that sense of like, I just want to be anybody else that isn't me, if that makes sense. Like for me, it was never about race. If I saw anybody that was like, not even have to be my age, but like, specifically was my age, I would literally, they would be my lacy. Like anybody that isn't me is my lacy. And I keep seeing TikToks of like, um, girls talking about, oh, she's my lacy and this type of person is my lacy. For me, it's literally anybody who isn't me is my lacy. If you're not me and you don't have the qualities that I have, you're my lacy. Like, of course, I'm gonna want to be you because I genuinely resent and despise myself very much. But we're getting off topic because I want to talk about personality traits after. But first, we're gonna talk about physical traits. So I did hate my skin for a very long time. It's very traumatic and it is honestly quite frustrating because everybody around me not gaslights me, but kind of just like we don't talk about it. And I understand why because I also refuse to talk about it, but like they also never acknowledge what I went through, not to victimize myself, but I think that did impact me in a way that makes me never want to be the victim and never like let myself be the victim, even if I was the victim in any sort of situation. I didn't really care about color too much, but for just the way that it looked, for its texture, for the fact that I will always have scars that remind me of who I was and what I went through. It's not about bravery. It's not about, oh, you went through that. Wow, that's amazing. It's just, it's flipping annoying that it's there and it's always a reminder that it's going to be there. And it's not like, oh, you went through it and it shows how brave you are. No, it's a piss take. It's gonna be. It's just a reminder that it's there 24/7, 7 days a week, 65 hours a day. Like it's gonna be there. That reminder all over my body of what I went through. Next, we're gonna move. Okay, base done. Base is done. I hope you can see that. I don't know if I made myself lighter. I probably did, but I can't find any other color. Next, we're gonna do my eyes, which brings me on to my next insecurity. Yay! My eyes. I actually didn't acknowledge my eyes at all until people used to tell me now, like now, not back then. Nobody ever said it back then, but people tell me now that I have pretty eyes, and I think that's the only compliment I've ever been given genuinely. If I put like mascara on or fake lashes or do eyeliner that makes my eyes look bigger, people are like, whoa, you have such pretty eyes. And I'm like, oh, okay, if you say so, girl. I don't see what you see, but like, if you say so, I'm gonna believe you for your word. I'm gonna take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take your word for it. But yeah, people tell me, not people tell me, I think once in a blue moon somebody will say that I have pretty eyes. I refuse to believe that. Should I do my eyebrows first? Here I go. Should I do my nose? Okay, wait. Okay, so eyebrow would be here. Okay, I've rationalized it out the proportions. So let's see. Shall I do eyebrows? I'll probably do eyebrows. Also, my eyebrows are always. Let's talk about eyebrows. Yeah, eyebrows are the one like really non-important thing right now. But like my eyebrows are so freaking annoying because they don't have a specific shape, and it pisses me off. Yeah, because both my sisters they have such like shaped eyebrows. Their eyebrows are like in a shape. They like give 2016 baddie era eyebrows, like they're like the block kind of eyebrows naturally, and it pisses me off because I'm the only one who didn't get eyebrows that shape. Like what the fuck are these eyebrows? Look at them. Look at them. Like what are these? Are you recording? Look at them. What the fuck are these eyebrows, little bro? Little bro, what are these eyebrow shapes? What are these eyebrow shapes? Huh? And then they have these arches on them. There was sometimes where I used to shave off the arches, sometimes I still do. And like also my eyebrows go down like this, and they just have no shape to them. So I've never known how to freaking shape my eyebrows. Like I've literally never known how to do it or style them in a way that looks humane. And they're never equal. They're never equal. This one is always better than this one, in my opinion. Which one's the one with the beauty spot? Yeah, this one is better than this one because at least it has some sort of shape. But this one just, I don't know, it stresses me out. But anyways, yeah, those are my eyebrows. Onto my eyes. My eyes, I've, oh, okay, okay, okay. That's my eyebrow. I think my eye proportions might be a bit too high. My eyes, I used to have, again, everything that's back to the eczema, but I have these really baggy, like indents, like hollow, like indent like eye bags. They're not even eye bags, they're what they call it. I forgot the word. English dictionary, Wikipedia, Oxford, dark circles. I've always had very big dark circles, and I genuinely think these are genetics and scars. I can't get rid of them. I've tried every retinol, I've tried everything. I cannot get rid of them. Sometimes I'm like, they're not that bad. They used to be much worse. They used to be much darker and much worse, like very prominent. They still are now, and I think that the main thing that people see when they look at me um, is my nose and my like hollow eyes. But I'm not really faffed about them too much because again I grew out of that insecurity. I used to wear when I first discovered concealer though, chat. When I first discovered concealer, oh my god, it was flipping game over for everybody because the way I thought I looked so much better with concealer on, which to be fair I probably do. I had this obsession where I wouldn't leave the house without concealer. Like it was bad. What happened? Why is it so watery? Like I wouldn't leave the house without concealer. Like I had this obsession because I figured it out maybe first year of uni, I just would wear it 24/7. Even if I didn't wear any other makeup, I would have concealer on. Like I would have it on. It didn't matter what time of day it was, I would have concealer. Like it would be on 24/7. And I have always been insecure about them. I don't, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't like them. Not sometimes I, it's not like I like them, but sometimes I don't mind them. Other times I'm like, why are you there? Because like when I do put concealer on, it's a pain in the ass because it comes out grey, and apparently I just need to buy some color corrector for that. But it is frustrating because when I do put concealer on, I notice how much more my eyes will pop just by naturally my skin tone being evened out, which is annoying. So I do wish that they were the same color and they weren't so like indented and wrinkly. They're also very wrinkly, which is annoying because it means that I can never do eyeliner starting from here. But I'm not too faffed about my eyes that much anymore. It was weird because when people started coming up to me and not coming up to me, but when people started like giving me compliments, I never believe them. I will never believe a compliment from anybody. First of all, a man gives a compliment, it's a lie. Never believe anything that comes out of a man's mouth. It's disgusting because a man will compliment a raccoon and then have sex with it. So, but even when girls compliment me, I feel like what are you looking at? Like, I just want to know what you're looking at for you to give a compliment. Like, what are you looking at? Because that's not what I see when I see myself. I don't believe it. I don't think I will ever believe it. You could tell me the nicest compliment in the world, and I just wouldn't believe it because it's not even like, oh, sympathy, wah, 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 wah. It's just like, I really don't. I just know you're lying. I just know you're lying, and it's okay. It's okay. Not everyone has to be beautiful. Not everyone has to be America's Next Top Model. You know what I mean? Not everyone has to look like Bella Hadid look-alike or Madison Beer look-alike contest. Like, it's okay. People can just look mundane and be mundane, and that's completely fine. I don't know why it's just not coming out. Like, it keeps coming out very watery. But I'm not too fussed about my eyes. It's just funny because like I don't think I will ever, 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 ever see myself as an attractive person. And then I've also come to realize some babies are beefing outside, but I've also come to realize as an ugly person, you have the upper advantage in one aspect of you realize early that your appearance isn't gonna get you that far anyways. Like, okay, they're pretty and that's it. They're pretty, but they're bland. And like, what am I trying to say? Like, hmm, okay, okay. Let me explain it this way. I have isolated myself so much. I think from the moment I dropped out of uni, which was like 2 years ago, maybe nearly 3 years ago. Am I tripping? 3 years ago, or 2 years? Let's say 2 years, nearly three. Yeah, I dropped out of uni. I'm now doing online college, and I have no contact with the outside. I have no contact with the outside world apart from social media, apart from TikTok, and even on Instagram, I don't follow anybody like supermodels or anything like that because I just don't care about that kind of stuff, and I'm not on Instagram that much anyways. But on TikTok, apart from TikTok, I literally have been isolated from people my age and from anybody that looks like me unless I go out to town, unless I'm out in the public to run errands or hang out with my sister. That's it. But I think if I was put in a situation where I was in a room full of people my age, or just in a room or a crowd, because I haven't been so in a long time. I haven't been in a classroom setting in a long time. I haven't been in a group setting in a very long time. That I think I've gaslit myself into accepting what I look like and just moving on and being okay with it, which I think every girl should do if they are highly insecure about their appearance. That might be toxic, I don't know, but it worked for me because it's not that I like my appearance now, it's that I've accepted it for what it is, and that I look the way that I look, and it is what it is. I look the way that I look, and you know what? I don't care. I have bigger problems in my life that I just don't care about looks anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna be jealous. I'm still gonna be like, oh my god, she's so pretty and she has these eyes, and I wish I had that nose, and blah 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 blah. But I don't know. I think isolating myself, that's what I was gonna say. It makes me nervous. Me trying to form a sentence for like 24 minutes straight, like, what the fuck am I trying to say? But it makes me nervous because if I'm ever put in that situation again where I am in a crowd, or I am around girls my age, or just like pretty girls, or just like, you know what I'm trying to say? That I feel like I will fall back into my old habits, because what I would do when I was in uni is just literally compare myself to every single girl, and it wouldn't even have to be verbally. I wouldn't even have to verbally say it in my head, but if I saw a girl with beautiful hair, I would just wish that hair was mine, or not even wish that it was mine, but I would just be so upset that, like, damn, this is what I look like, and this is what I've been given. Where there are girls out there who have freaking button noses, or pretty eyes, and small faces, and jawlines, and like nice smiles. Ugh, they have nice smiles or something like that. Or their body is T and they are skinny as hell. Like, you know, just slim arms, or they just have anything. And I've always been that type of person because I'm such a people watcher. I'm a people pleaser too, but I'm also a very big people watcher, that I cannot help but stare at people. I just can't help it. I will always stare at people. I will always want to see what are people doing, like what are they wearing, how they pulled that off, and how amazing they look. And if I wore that, how bad and atrocious it would be. Like, ooh, oh no, this is not going well at all. One eye is bigger than the other. Mama. Oh, one thing about me is I'm never gonna be able to do symmetry. Never, never gonna be able to do symmetry, bro. What the freak? I'm not ambidextrous. I'm not dexterous, little bro. Like, I can't do anything mobility wise with my hands. I'm not very skilled in the handle department. Not my forte at all whatsoever. Not very skilled on my legs either. um, and clearly not skilled anywhere else. But hey, here we are. Eyes are done. Okay, I don't want to show you until the end. This is hilarious. Okay, eyes are done. Let's talk about the elephant in my. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. My nose. Eee! My my number one favorite thing about myself? My freaking nose is wonky, okay? Let's just call it what it is, okay? Don't even try to gaslight me right now. My nose is big, my nose is wonky. All of my other siblings, they have normal noses, normal smaller noses. But my nose has, unfortunately, like many things, has gone on my father and on my father's side of the family. And that's, I just love that about myself, is that I really went onto my father's side of the family in the looks department and maybe department too. But you know what? That's not what we're here to discuss right now. Because if we're gonna diss my dad, we're gonna be here for years, light years. My nose is very big. It's also very wonky. This is what it. This is what she looks like. She's not the best, or the brightest, but you know what? She's there, and I would honestly, I would be more grateful for it if it even did its job. But my nose doesn't even do its job, bro. It doesn't even do its job. It literally, I can't breathe through my nose. I don't know if I should admit this on the internet and maybe be aware of my digital footprint, but I can't breathe through my nose. I've never been able to breathe through my nose. And fun fact, I went to the freaking GP, yeah, and I sat there and I said, hey, I think I have a DVA septum. I do, okay? I've always had one. I've never been able to breathe through my nose. Bear in mind, I do have sinuses, I do have hay fever, but even now, I'm literally a mouth breather because I can't breathe through my nose. And they were like, no, just use some nose spray and you'll be fine. Here's some nose spray and you'll be fine. I hope you choke in your sleep. Fix my fucking nose. I've said this, by the way, in a previous video. OGs will know. I've said this in one of my first ever videos, my hijabi, my ugly girl get ready with me's, where I was talking about what it's like being ugly and just accepting it and stuff like that. Which I stand by everything I said because that was an iconic video. I hate that I took that out. But I said that if I ever had the money, I would get a nose job. Medically, of course. How do you draw noses, little bro? Medically, I would get a nose job, yes. I mean, why not? Why would I not? Why would I not? Give me one reason why I wouldn't get a nose job. You know what I mean? Like, why would I not get a nose job, little bro? It doesn't work. It's big. It's ugly. It's wonky. One side, I'm like, I think it's this side. I think it's this side where it's like decent, but this side is very wonky and I hate it. Now, let me tell you about the time I figured out my nose was big, okay? Because I never used to know, but I found out. And let me tell you how I actually discovered I had a big nose. Sit down, babes. Oh no, I gave myself a beauty spot. Oh no, David. Fun fact, a friend, what the frick am I saying? Basically, in sixth form, we went to the toilets and I was kneeling down and I was getting something out of my bag, maybe a hairbrush because I had bangs at the time. And we were just looking in the mirror and I think my friend took a picture from me from afar. It was just like one of those fun pictures, you know, just a picture of like memories, like school memories, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was early 2000s, okay? And I looked at the picture and that was the moment I knew how big my freaking big batty nose was, little bro. Oh my days. Oh my days. I was like, we are not even that close right now, yeah? But picture she was like all the way with the curtains, actually even further than where the pink curtains are, yeah? I'm here, I'm kneeling down, and it's like my side profile, and I'm like kneeling down. Can you guys see me? Yeah. And I'm like kneeling down, getting something out of my bag, like a hair roll or something. And she took the picture while I was kneeling down. All you could see, little bro, I promise you, all you could see was my nose. From that moment on, I discovered that I actually was a part of the BNC, the big nose community. And you know what? Is it fun? No, not really, because apparently it's good for guys to have big noses, but not for girls. But you know what? Understandable. It is what it is. It's okay. I have to live with it. But I promise you right now, take my word for it. If I had money, I would book that flight to Turkey and get a nose job. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to be able to like breathe through my nose like a normal person and not have to mouth breathe all the time. Like, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. You don't even understand. You don't even get it. Like, no, you don't even get it. Like, You don't even get it. Like, but yeah, my nose. My nose is probably my number one biggest insecurity. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but I think it was my biggest insecurity. Yeah, that's basically it. It is still to this day my biggest insecurity is my nose and the fact that I have skinny lips and big teeth. Because like obviously when a person sees you first, what's the first thing they're gonna see is my big ass bulbous ass nose, yeah, and like my teeth, my teeth and my like wonky ass smile. But the thing is, yeah, people always say, "Oh, you look like a Greek mythology, like Greek mythological prince, I mean, Greek mythological figure," and I'm like, I don't want to look like that. Who said I wanted to pull up looking like a Greek mythological figure? Who said I wanted to pull up looking like Zeus? No, little bro, I want to look like Bella Hadid. I want to look like. Give me another famous person. I want to look like Jisoo. I want to look like Jenny. I want to look like Lisa. I want to look like Rose. You know what I'm saying? Why are you calling me a Greek mythologist? Because I feel like people who give compliments and say, you look like a Greek mythologist, I think that's a backhanded compliment because those people were not pretty. Yes, they may have been praised back then, but come on now. Go now, go now. You just don't want to be rude and blunt, and you know what? That's okay. I get it. I understand. It's fine. It's whatever. It is what it is. Ugh. But just say I have a big nose and get it over and done with, little bro. I think I would cry a lot about my nose because there were points in my life where I would cry a lot about my face. And you know what's frustrating is that my parents would never understand it. I specifically have this key memory of me being in the car with my mom and we were driving somewhere. And one thing about me is I would always wear a coat. It didn't matter how hot it was. I would wear a coat or I would wear something that would cover me up to here, cover my arms and everything because I just, I didn't want to be seen. Like I didn't want to be seen at all, appreciated, acknowledged as a human being at all. Like I didn't want to be there. But obviously, my mom would like obviously need to go somewhere or something like that. And at one time, we were in the car, and I had this phase because I had such bad eczema over here. I would literally have tissue, and I would just like cover my face like this because I would literally like sit in it even if I was with my mom, bro. Like I would literally sit in the car like this with covering it with tissue or like covering it with tissue here. Like I would literally always have my sleeve over here or have tissue over here because like actually pus would come out, but also like I just hated it. Like I didn't want it to be seen. And then like growing out of my eczema and then just figuring out that oh actually it wasn't my skin, like it wasn't this skin disease that I had. It's also the fact that I am just ugly and like I am just mundane and I'm just like oh so it doesn't get better then. It doesn't get better. That's the main memory I have of my nose. OMG. Okay now actually I'm gonna show you at the end. Let's talk about my mouth. Which sounds a bit crazy. I actually don't have any other color. This is the only pot of paint I could steal from my sister. I've also stolen her room while she's out, so I'm so sorry if you're watching this. We're gonna have to draw my lips brown. I'm so I honestly I'm so sorry. I don't know what you want me to do. Should I have been more prepared? Yeah. Did I ask for your opinion? No. Shut up. My mouth. Baby girl. Where do I even start? My mouth stressed me for years, decades. OMG. I obviously had braces. I very much had braces. I very much had retainers. And it was so annoying because I knew a girl in high school and she had perfect, pretty teeth. Yeah, her teeth were beautiful. And she pulled out with braces one day, and the rest of us were so shook because we were like, there's literally nothing wrong with your mouth. Like, why are you like getting braces for no reason, little bro? Her teeth were perfect. Now, they weren't perfectly straight, but she kind of had like, not bunny, like shark teeth esque vibes. It was really pretty. I think people have that kind of energy. It was like really pretty, but I guess she didn't like it, so she got it fixed. But I was like, damn, it was unnecessary for you to get it fixed because it was really pretty. I had retainers for a very long time. Okay, so here's the thing, yeah. Talking about my mouth, yeah. Let me take you back and let's get a little bit too comfortable. Obviously, when I was younger, I was ill because of my eczema. I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I didn't communicate. I blocked everything out from my childhood up until like 18 years old. Pre 18, maybe pre 16, 17, remember nothing. Nothing, no memory, no nothing. Only like very specific tragic memories. Other than that, I have no recollection, no nothing, because I was literally mute. I didn't have a personality. I literally was just a walking spirit. No, bro, I was a walking spirit. Like I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I wasn't here. Because of that, yeah, I would find it sometimes really hard to get out of bed, and I would just honestly, I would never get out of bed. Like never, like very rarely would I get out of bed. And when I did get out, I would wake up in the mornings. Okay, so here's the thing, yeah. I would go to sleep itching, itching and peeling and scratching my skin off like there is no tomorrow, like scraping it off like till it was blood and flesh. I'm not, you think I'm exaggerating? I'm not even exaggerating, guys. Like till it was blood and flesh, I would scrape my skin off and it would be itchy and then it would hurt. So by the time it was morning, I obviously was crying, couldn't go to sleep, insomnia, itching my ass off, hating myself, wanting to kill myself. And then I would wake up and it would be like 6 a.m. in the morning, having to get ready for school or whatever, 7 a.m. And I couldn't get up. Like I wouldn't be able to get up. I wouldn't be able to move my neck. Like I was literally bedridden. Like it hurt so much, but it would piss you off because it was also itchy. So it was like literally torture. Like, and I would wake up days just lying and being like, oh, mama, I can't get up. Like I can't go to school. Like I can't get up. Like not even like mentally, I'm not feeling good. No, I physically cannot get out of bed. Like I physically cannot bring myself to get out of bed. Like I can't move my neck. Like it actually hurts so much, bro. And so there were days where I couldn't get up, and because of that, my hygiene wasn't the best when I was younger. And if you want to judge, go ahead and judge. But it's the truth. My hygiene wasn't the greatest. This still isn't the greatest because, like, obviously, when you go through depressive phases or like depression, what's it what depressive episodes, um, obviously it's hard to do anything. And I'm one of those people that firmly believes if you haven't gone through it and you haven't experienced it firsthand, you will never know what it's like. No matter how somebody describes it to you, how clear and specific they try to show you, you will never know because you just can't explain it. You can't explain it. But we're getting sidetracked. So I wouldn't be able to get out of bed most of the times, and most of the times I wouldn't be able to move so much. So because of that, I wasn't good with my hygiene because it would be hard, even like, say for example, picking up the toothbrush from the pot and like bringing it to my teeth would be so painful because I would have it all here, all, where was it, elbow, here, and here. Like I still have scars here. So it was like here was really bad. Was it up here? I don't know, I can't remember. And I don't think it was on my armpit, thank God, but it was definitely here. So even like bringing it up would hurt so bad. So I would avoid doing any sort of physical movements, any sort of physical activity. Walking up the stairs, I would limp up the stairs. Walking down the stairs, painful. Getting in bed, painful. Brushing my teeth, painful. Picking up something and like having to bend my arms, painful. Turning my neck, I would literally, I spent 100% of my childhood turning my neck like this. Oh, did you call me? Oh, sorry, did you have something to say? Sorry, did you have something to say to me? Like, I would literally have to turn my neck like that. And because of that, my hygiene was really bad. And also, my parents never instilled in us to like brush our teeth. I swear they never did. I think it's something that me and my siblings just had to learn on our own. Like we would get like called out for not brushing our teeth. That's pretty much it. You'd get shamed for not brushing your teeth, but they didn't really properly instill it in us. But it wasn't because of that. It was mainly because of this. So I wouldn't bother getting up and brushing my teeth or washing my face. Bro, I wouldn't wash my face. I wouldn't be able to wash my face because it was everywhere. You cannot, when I tell you, you cannot wash your face with even water. Like where would I wipe? If I was to get a wet wipe and wipe my face, it would literally Did I have it on my nose? I don't think so. Did I? I don't know. But it would be maybe I would get a wet wipe here, maybe here, and then that's it. Like maybe here, and then that's it. Like I wouldn't be able to even clean myself properly, and because of that, my hygiene was so bad. And because of that, I had very wonky teeth in high school. And I know people mocked me for it, and people like laughed at me, and they like said some stuff behind my back, but like obviously in the moment it's like, why would you say that at me? Like, oh my god, I'm just a girl. Like, why are you bullying me? Like, that's so embarrassing. Like, I hate myself and I hate my day. And now I'm just like, yo, it's okay because they didn't know. Even though it's not an excuse, but still, they didn't know what I was going through, and it's fine. It's whatever. If I see you, I hope you. I'm joking. So because of that, I had very insanely wonky teeth, bro. I can't even explain to you how wonky my. I look like Bugs Bunny on heroin. Like they were wonky everywhere, and my two front teeth, so bad. My two front teeth would stick out so bad, so bad. I wouldn't be able to close my mouth. Thank God, Alhamdulillah. Now I can close my mouth. Before, I wouldn't be able to. It would be like this. I can't even do it like this. If that makes sense. I wouldn't be able to close my mouth because I just had really bad teeth. So I got braces for a very long time. And then it was even more embarrassing because I hated my braces because obviously you have to go through the ugly phase of braces before you get to the good phase, right? And the ugly phase happened in sixth form and uni, which people, by the way, have puberty and they develop and they grow into their personalities and blossom and bloom at the end of high school. Me, I blossomed and bloomed at the end of my first year of uni. Like, what? That's so late. That's so late, little bro. On like a random freaking weekday, I got my braces off. I loved it, and then I was like, oh, is that it? Like, I thought it would be better, but then I was like, compared to what it was before, it'll do, laddie, it'll do. Oh, by the way, I remember in high school, like, I would have to go to school with so much ointments. I would have to go to, like, obviously, like, the GP, they can't cure it. There's no cure for eczema, and that's the problem. There is no cure. You just have to find a cream or a steroid or something that works for your skin. That's what's frustrating about it. So they would give me so many creams, bro. So many insane high volume steroids, like steroids. And I would literally just have to lather them on. I would lather them on and I would go to school looking like the Tin Man. Like I would go to school literally looking like the Tin Man. I look like I belong next to freaking Ariana Grande. Oh, wow. Wow. Bow, bow, bow. I don't know what I've done to my mouth. Oh, another thing I'm insecure about my lips is these crevices on the side because they're scars. I haven't been able to get rid of them. And I see a lot of TikToks about people bullying other people. Not bullying, but like calling them out and be like, it's so disgusting when people have white stuff on the side of their mouths. And I feel like somebody thinks like somebody in my life passing by has thought about that I've had a conversation with at some point in my life, has thought about that about me. And that kills me. That kills me more than anything, that somebody has gone in their life thinking that I have white stuff around my mouth. Me. Even though I promise you, it's not white stuff. It's just like sometimes the skin peels, sometimes, it's a bit itchy. Like, have mercy, man. Have mercy on my soul. Please, bro, have mercy on my soul. But yeah, and then that's pretty much it for my lips. Honestly, big lips. I have bought lip fillers. I've bought a ton of lip fillers because I've always been insecure that my top lip is very skinny. I think my bottom lip is fine, but my top lip is very insanely skinny and I hate it. And obviously with like people having beautiful puffy lips from lip injections or like natural queens, like whatever, because there was a rise in having big lips. But back in my day, the ideal body type and face type was like Twilight Bella or like Vampire Diaries Elena Gilbert. You know what I mean? Skinny. You know what I mean? Skinny lips, like everything natural. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the ideal type for me. So I wasn't really too worried about lip fillers, but I do think it, like, if they were a bit bigger, they would suit my face more. Like, they would sit, my face would be, like, they would just be a little bit prettier, in my opinion. My lips would be prettier because lip. And also, I have a very prominent cupid's bow. I should draw that actually. Have I talked about everything? I don't know. I think physical wise, I think I've pretty much summed it up. Physical wise, my hair, I'm not too fond of it. Actually, I don't know how to style my hair, which is an irk for me because I feel like my face shape, I haven't found a hairstyle for that suits my face shape enough, in a way that is like nice, you know. Ooh, I look like a man. I look like something from Charlie and Lola. Ooh, I missed a really big one. My freaking double chin. Okay, my face proportions are off. No, somebody tell me I'm not crazy. My face proportions are literally so off. They're so off. I have an insane double chin, no jawline. Yeah, been a mouth breather since '04. Okay, so I have a double chin, but then I also have very high cheekbones, and like I don't know if my nose bridge is high because it is from this side, but it's not from this side. And like I just feel like what am I? Like everybody has a specific face type that they can follow a specific makeup routine or makeup style or like have a hairstyle. I just don't. But my forehead is small, but my face is like there's a lot of space here. Like I haven't figured out what my face is. And it's annoying because I feel like all of my facial features separately do not look like they would be put on the same face. Does that make sense? My tripping, guys. Very insecure about my double chin. Always have been, always will be. I think that is justified the most out of everything. My double chin, bro. Ever since having a jawline has become a huge thing, I've always been insecure about it because, like, obviously, having a nice jawline means that, your face is gorgeous, it's snatched, and you're a skinny queen. But I've never had that experience. And I would just love to have a jawline. And I've tried gua sha, and people say, oh, to lose face fat, you need to give up sweet treats. I can't give up sweet treats, okay? I know I'm pre-diabetic, but I can't. I just love sweet stuff so much, and my body craves it, especially when it's that time of the month. It is right now. I love sweet treats. I can't give it up. It's my baby. It's my love. It's the love of my life. It's who I am deep down inside of me. My father used to eat 4 Mars bars a day. 4 Mars bars a day. You think that wasn't going to be passed down to me? You think I wasn't going to be gifted that genetic? Of course I was. Of course I was. Now that we've talked about my physical insecurities, oh, also my side profile, but I feel like that's obvious. I hate my side profile. I hate it. I hate taking pictures. I'm not very photogenic. That's one thing I hate about myself too. I'm not very photogenic, which I guess is like not physical. Is it a physical thing? Maybe. I'm running out of paint. Okay. I'm not very photogenic, and I'm not very like I don't look good in photos unless I take the photo myself and I know my angles and specifically how to take the photo. Um, yeah, I just hate how I look on camera. I hate my face. I hate my body. I always look fat in the camera. Always, always, always will look fatter in the camera. Whether I am or not is a different subject, but I do always look fatter in the camera, and it irks me. It irks me. It irks me. But yeah, I'm not very photogenic. I wish I was. That's another insecurity. But I think it's time. Oh, I think it's time we talk about some unconventional, not unconventional, but like personality type things that I'm very insecure about now that I'm finishing up with the physical things. Let's see, personality wise, I literally just had it in my head now. Now that I'm talking about it, I have absolutely nothing to give. Oh, my allergies. I'm very insecure about my allergies. Fun fact, I'm allergic to practically everything, and it is. Why is having allergies so embarrassing? It's so embarrassing. And the thing is, I hate being a burden to people, especially people that I haven't known for that long. So if we're hanging out for the first time and you say you want to go get like cake or you want to go get a food place, I am so embarrassed and insecure that I cannot physically verbally say in my mouth, hey, like actually I have a bunch of allergies. I don't know if I will be able to order anything or eat anything. I would literally rather just starve and say that I'm not hungry than admit that I have allergies and that I can't eat anything, because it's just embarrassing. I don't know, it's just embarrassing. And it just always feels like you're a burden. It always feels like you're a burden to everybody, that oh, here she is, she can't eat this, she can't eat that, she can't eat this, she can't eat that, and like here she is, and like what can you do then, what can you do, like how, what can you eat, like is it my painting, is there anything you can eat, like what the hell, like why is she allergic to everything, little bro, like how boring, how annoying. I don't know. It's just embarrassing. I'm giving myself bangs because I did get bangs, and one day you will see those bangs, guys. I promise. Because I just hate that about myself. Like, what the frick? Like, how are you gonna tell me you're gonna sit there and tell me you're allergic to egg? Huh? Like, it's just embarrassing. Another thing that I hate about myself is that I don't know if I mentioned this, but actually no. Another thing that I hate about myself is my personality. I'm a very mundane person, and I'm not even like saying this as a joke. I'm not even saying this as like a quirk or like just to like say that I am it or whatever, sympathy or whatever the freak. Um, I hate sympathy, so never give it to me. One thing I do hate about myself is that I'm a very mundane person, very bland. I have no personality, I have no party tricks, I have no talent, I have no ambitions, I have no skills, I have no secret party trick, I have no, like, I'm a very boring person. My brother likes to say the term NPC. I don't know if I'm cool enough to say NPC. I hope I am and can be able to use that term, but I am an NPC. I'm very much an NPC, and I think I really do hate that about myself. I didn't realize how boring I was until I went to uni, and everybody in the uni had a background or had something to say about them. Yeah, I'm an international student from China, and like I've done this, I've gone here, here, and here, and this is what I like to do, and I'm studying this, and then I'm gonna go into this firm, and then I'm gonna do that, and blah 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 blah. And it was like, oh, and then it's like always like obviously when you're meeting new people in uni, you have to tell them about yourself, like you have to give something to give, right? And for me, I had genuinely, can you guys see me, is my hair okay or do I look crazy? I had nothing to give, like I had absolutely nothing to give. Like, oh, that's cool, like um where are you born and where do you come from and where did you grow up? Oh, born and raised in the UK, British Pakistani, never really gone to my homeland, so I don't really know much about it or care much about it. Um, that's it. That's it. My name is Mida. That's it. That's it. And then when I was in uni, oh, you're studying law. Why are you studying law? Everybody would say, oh, I'm going into dentistry because, like, you know, my dad's a lawyer or my dad's a dentist or my aunt's a dentist, or like you're going into law because, well, I did a shadowing experience the other day, and I asked this girl, like one of the people that were working there, the shadowing people that I was doing before, and I was like, so why did you become this? And she goes, oh well, my dad was this and my mom was this, and I was doing something else and I didn't like it, and then they were like, just try this, and then it turned out I really liked it. So yeah, my parents are not like that. In fact, they're actually quite useless. So they have nothing to give either. I'm just a very boring, mundane person, which is why I always say, and I was thinking about this on the bus today when I was coming back, I was thinking about how everybody I've ever met is my Lacey. There isn't and I think I've already said this, so just let me repeat it. Okay, let me have this moment. But everybody I've ever met in my whole entire life is a Lacey. Every girl that isn't me is my Lacey. Everybody has that one Lacey. But for me, everybody that isn't me is my Lacey. You have a special talent, you're my Lacey. You have amazing hair, you're more lazy. Like you have a dream and a career that you want to pursue and you're pursuing it and you're good at it, you're more lazy. You were good at science, you're more lazy. You were good at maths, like just genetically, you were good at maths like naturally, you're more lazy. Like you were smart, the girls that were in high school that were smart and pretty, you're more lazy. Like, are you joking? Anybody that isn't me is my lazy. Which brings me on to my another thing that I'm, I guess, insecure about is that I do generally hate myself as a person. I, from the bottom of my heart, feel like I don't have anything to give to anybody. And every relationship you will ever have is a give and take relationship, right? But I have nothing to give in any aspect, in any way. I have no goals, no ambitions, no dream career. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't even have a specific sense of style. And you know what? I resent myself so much that I just never wanna, I don't wanna talk to people. And I'm so sick of people. And I hate people, but I hate myself more because of just who I am and the way that I grew up to be. And I don't know, I feel like sometimes God just be making people and they're just supposed to be background characters and normal mundane people, and I'm one of them, and that should be fine, but it doesn't feel fine. But I do resent myself very much. I do hate myself very much. I don't think there will ever be a point in my life where I don't hate myself physically, emotionally, all the other ways that you could hate yourself. Uh, I have learned to accept my appearance and like just be okay with it. But me as a person, me as a whole, I do hate it. I do hate like who I am and who I've become. And like a lot of it is like because I didn't have a chance to grow up or like figure out any hobbies or anything like that, or I was too poor to even do after school clubs or to learn how to do certain things or find my way like around the world, that I just don't know why I'm here, you know, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what my purpose is, and I don't understand. I just don't understand what the frick I'm supposed to be doing, and I've learned to not even hate myself, but resent myself because I just don't like who I am, and I'm very disappointed in who I've become as a human being and as a person. Um, I don't think that there's any trait or quality inside of me to be proud of for myself. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I guess another unique insecurity I have is my mental health, which makes sense with everything that I just said. But another unique insecurity would be my mental health. Uh, it's always been bad. It has never had a good day. Um, I'm just genuinely like, I don't understand how. Is it still recording? Yeah. I just don't understand you're how you're not supposed to be sad. Like if you're born sad and you've always been sad, how are you just supposed to wake up one day and stop being sad and stop living with a heavy heart? Because having a heavy heart and being the way that I am is all I've ever known. But because my mental health is so bad and being depressed is all I've ever been, I don't know how to be anything but that. And that is the only quality about me. And it's such an ugly quality to have. Um, but I hate myself for it. I don't think it's anything to be like, oh, she hates herself. Like, oh, OMG. I just think it's, yeah, I just resent myself. And I'm tired and I'm very drained out. And I'm a type of person that I haven't figured out how to get back up from crashing down. And I hate myself for not being determined enough and having ambition enough or being strong enough to get up. But also, I hate how I look I hate how I look to other people. Like, from the outside perspective, I probably seem as a very, like, why am I yelling? Am I yelling this whole time? But from an outside perspective, I probably seem like a very lazy person who wants to get something quick and easy and wants the fast solution, or just wants to get out of here, or just, I don't know, just maybe a very lazy, undetermined person. And that's why I hate when people tell me, oh, like, you can't get everything you want, Mira. Life is not easy and nothing's going to be handed to you so quickly. How dare you say that to me? I'm joking. No, but seriously, like, the audacity to say that to me. But I'm the number one advocate for nothing comes easy. Like, I know I've never been given anything I've ever wanted. None of my dreams have ever come true. None of my duas have ever come true. Um, I've never really gotten anything I've ever wanted, no matter how hard I've worked for it. And I hate that I look like I haven't tried hard enough. Or I hate that I look undetermined, or like as someone who gives up easily, because that's not what's going on in my head. Like, in here is not the same as it looks outside, or the input is not the same as the output. And I hate that the output gives an image of me in a way that people can sit there and tell me that, oh, nothing in life is ever going to be easy. I know. Okay, period. The audio works, everything works. We ate it. Scramble, yum yum. Hey, guess what happened? Something that always happens to me every time I record my videos. The audio, no, not the audio, the camera cut off, because quite literally my phone died. My phone died because of how boring my yap was. I yapped so much that my phone died on me. Imagine what it feels like being a human listening to me talk. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here and end the video. I have no idea what I was saying at the end, but I do realize it was already an hour long, but I can turn this into a series because I think I really enjoy it. And I have so much more to talk about, and I think it's such niche topics. But before I talk about that, let me give you the final result, chat. Are we ready? Okay, just remember, I'm been known for doing GCSE art, and yeah, I'm really excited because, like, I want to show you guys my talent, the only talent that I have. And I enjoyed GCSE art. It was hard, but I really passed with flying colours, and my art teacher actually praised me a lot. Um, so yeah, let me show you. 3, 2, 1. Done. This is she, this is her. I think she's really beautiful. I think we look identical. Honestly, I think I did a really good job. I think I did a really good job. Clearly, if you can't tell, all of that was a lie. I'm not Picasso, and my art teacher was a pedo. So, final result. I think I honestly, forget this because this was an accident. Honestly, the eye bags and the hair, I'm quite proud of the hair and the nose and everything. I don't know, but honestly, who knows? It probably does look like me. But let me make the face. But I really enjoyed the video. I thought it was a fun idea. I hope you guys liked it. I do have other. Like I was saying, I could make this into a series because I literally have so many niche insecurities that I think are quite interesting. Other that I think other people can relate to. I think it would be cool to talk about, because this time I only talked about physical appearance and like my face and a little bit of like personality wise, but I could really delve into it. I could talk about my body. Hold on, I wrote a list. I could talk about being broke. I can talk about my body. I can talk about being unathletic. I can talk about having no interests, being a boring human being, feeling and being left behind. Those are just some of the things that I have that I would love to talk about whilst doing some art, or I don't know, what else could I do? You guys should give me ideas, because I've already drawn my face. I don't know if I'm stable enough to draw my whole body. That's a, that's a bit crazy. There's a lot that I could talk about, honestly, because I'm insecure about a lot of things. But I'm also comfortable in my insecurities, if that makes sense. There was a TikTok my sister sent me, and she was like, oh, I think this is you to the T, and this is the way that your mind works. I'm going to put it at the end of this video because I think it perfectly describes everything that I was trying to say. I could delve into it more, but please give me specific niches or topics if there's anything that I missed out. I hope everything makes sense as well, because sometimes I feel like it doesn't make sense. But yeah, this is me, this is my face, and basically the whole of my face is a massive insecurity. That's why I like to have my hair out and my hair messy. Even if it's messy, I like to have my hair. I feel like I can hide behind my hair, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's already gonna be like an hour long, so I hope this was interesting and it made sense. But I will do many, many more of these if you guys want me to. If not, you can tell me to piss off any time of the day, really. But oh, let me tell you what prompted this video. By the way, what prompted this video? I'm praying I still have the screenshot. Someone sent me a DM on my TikTok. Someone sent me a DM on my TikTok account. Okay, and I was like, why am I not getting any DMs? Like, it's so strange. Sometimes like those old creepy men will like have accounts and they'll DM you weird stuff and stuff like that, or you just get funny ones, or girls DMing you or messaging you and stuff. So I went on my settings, and literally the second I unlocked receiving DMs, I got this one DM. Put so, Amita, please tell me you can find it. If not, type up what it was. It was something like, "You're so ugly, please die." Like, you're genuinely so ugly, please die. And the thing is, yeah, when I get comments like that, or if I ever get comments like that, comments about my physical appearance will never affect me in the way that you think it will affect me. I have said so much to myself, and have said and done and felt a certain way about myself and to myself in such horrific detail, in such like disturbing ways, that nothing a third party could say to me would affect me in any way. Like, you can literally say I look like a squirrel, I look like a rat, I look like a donkey, I look like this person, I look like that person. I will probably laugh, and that's it, because I knew I was fucked up in the head when I read that comment, and I laughed. I laughed and I was like, oh, first hate comment. Not my first hate comment, but it was quite good. My first hate comment, you guys want to know, was under my ugly girl get ready with me, and she posted the stone emoji, stone face emoji multiple times, which honestly I see it. But again, things like that don't affect me. So when people try to bully me for my appearance, I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to do. If you genuinely have a problem, if it affects you that much, your day-to-day life, then just put it up with God, because bro made me. I don't know what you want me to do. I didn't choose this face. I didn't make the face myself. Bro made me. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to do. But that shit was so funny. I was like, I have to make a video prompted on this. Anyways, that's all I have, really. I hope it all made sense, and I don't want any sympathy. I don't want any empathy. I don't want any, oh, why, she's crying, why. No. This is me just trying to express myself as bluntly and as straightforward as I can be, in a way that's like not sad, I guess. I could talk about this for hours though. Yeah. Um, let me know. But anyways, that's it. I'm going now. I'm going to bed. Hibernation, depression nap. Okay. I'm going now. Bye bye.